Hey, according to my computer, we are live here with our After the Cruise party. Gerhardt and I wanted to share some of the fun we had with y'all. So as you come, just say that you're here, where you're here from, as usual. I know some of you said you were going to be showing up to party with us today. And so I'm hoping to see some faces show up here because, as always, when it comes to technology land, I am never sure what I'm doing. So if you guys can ring in, that will help ensure me that we are going live. We're streaming today on my Facebook page and also recording this for my YouTube channel. So, and I see a body has arrived. Hello, Diane from New Jersey. So we know that we are not alone in space, or at least not alone today on the internet. So Gerhardt and I have had a really good time on our cruise, didn't we? Do you want to tell them where we went?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
We went to Fort Lauderdale.
Eastern Caribbean, right? Not the Western, but
Okay.
the Eastern. And what was your favorite protocol that we hit? I know what mine is. What was yours?
Probably St. Martin.
Yes, mine too. We had the most fun time on that island we found. And I think if you guys saw the reel with me and the local taxi guy, it was really, you're always hearing horror stories about horrible things that happen when you don't go with a cruise approved company and you do a local. But this guy was wonderful. And it was really nice to be able to contribute to his salary, because on that particular island, at least on the Dutch side, they have a very, 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 very low minimum wage. I think he said their minimum wage was $4 an hour. That's pretty hard to live on. So we were very happy to be able to give him some business. I see Tanya has joined us, and Susie, hi guys, and Corrine, hi everybody. I'm so glad you could come and party with us today. We were talking about our cruise and the fun we had. And by the way, we ended up doing this with my buddy May, who I'm sure will pop in. There she is. Hey, you. May and her husband. We actually, May has been involved in the Facebook page for quite a while, but May was one of the ones who joined us when we did our Readers Christmas Market cruise in Germany and Austria. I don't remember what that was. My life's a blur. 2 years ago? 2 years ago?
A year and a half.
Yeah. So we became buddies. And so they decided they would be brave and do another cruise with us. And we had a really good time. And I told me it was really weird yesterday morning to not be having breakfast with them. It was very strange. Hi, Amy. I'm glad to see you made it. I wasn't sure that you would, but glad to see you're there. And I hope you're doing well. Anyway, so that's a little bit about that. It was really fun. And Gerhardt, what was your favorite part of the cruise? I think I know, but I'm going to see if I'm right.
It was probably the eating.
I knew it. I knew I was going to say that. Oh my gosh. My favorite part was all the fun and games. There are plenty of activities to do on a cruise ship. I kept trying to win at ping pong, did not succeed, but I was in there trying. And we played tons of trivia, which was good. In fact, we're going to do a little trivia quiz with you guys in just a few minutes. And if you want to show them what our fabulous, we're going to pick 3 winners to this quiz, and it'll show us what our fabulous quiz prize, this one. This is our winning whoever, a couple of people that got the most answers right.
This is your life-changing prize for today.
As they would say on the cruise ship, life-changing prize.
There it is. This is a recipe card.
Yes, this goes with the book, with Best Life Book Club, which, as you all know, comes out May 7th. And those of you who signed up, who are in book clubs, who signed up to be part of the adventure, you're getting those. Each of you in your book club is going to get those as party favors. And I'm hoping we will get those mailed out in the next few days. So that's something kind of fun. But if you don't happen to be at a book club and didn't get a chance, well, maybe you can win one today. We shall see. Hi to some of our other newcomers here. Hi to Sue. Hi to Melody. Hi to Charlene and Debbie. But by the way, before I forget, other readers, it was such a surprise to discover other readers like Judy and Vicky on the boat. Judy came up to me in the airport. It's like, Sheila? I'm like, oh my goodness, are you on the same cruise? They were. I didn't get to see much of her. I think she was hiding. But anyway, we saw Vicky and her husband, and they had dinner with us a couple of times. And it just, oh my gosh, it was just so much fun. And if any of you like cruising, and I know I've mentioned it before, Barbara Vay is sponsoring a readers cruise with readers and authors, and that is in February of 2025, and I'll be going on that. So if you want to do a Caribbean cruise, you have plenty of time to save up for it. Go check out. She's got a Facebook page here, or just Google Barbara Vay readers cruise. And who knows, there might be some other ones in the future too. I'm talking with some people, but we'll see. Anyway, so yes, speaking of food. All right, so one of the islands we were on, I'm going to say it wrong, Eleuthera, they talked about their foods. One of their big foods was pineapple. Pineapple everything, pineapple pie, pineapple this. I told me I'm going to make a pineapple pie. Well, I kind of went a little more lightweight because I hate getting all messy with pie crust. So I tried. I have a spoon for each of us. As you can see, this is a cake in a mug. So you make one little serving, and I'm experimenting with these because I want to put a cake in a mug recipe in my newsletter for Mother's Day. Don't pay no attention to the fact that the topping looks like cottage cheese. It's not. I just didn't let the cream cheese come to room temperature enough, but I was in a hurry to make that. So let's take a bite of this with me. Tell me what you think. I'm going to take one more bite because it might be poison. I better check. You like that?
Huh? Pretty good.
That's sometimes as high as the compliments get. So I'm going to take pretty good. That's good. So I will try and post this later. This is my experiment one. I think I'm going to try and do a lavender one for Mother's Day, but I will try and get that posted for you guys tomorrow. After we're done today, I'm running off to meet with my book club. And so I won't have time to post that, but we are going to be checking for winners for our prizes. And do you want to show them what our prizes are? We did not get these at the open air markets. But we did do some tour shopping in some of the stores. How cute is this? It's a combination keychain bottle opener. I got 2 of those to give away. And then show them others. These are so cute too. Look, show 2 of them because they're different colors. These are the cute little keychains that we picked up, and we'll draw 3 lucky winners for these. How fun is that? By the way, all of you newcomers coming in, let me know where you're coming from. Hopefully you're coming from somewhere that I will be going on tour here next month. By the way, before I forget, we just added one more stop to my tour. It's not until June, Saturday, June 15th at 4 p.m. I will be at the Glendale Barnes & Noble in Glendale, California. So all my California girlies, I hope some of you are near enough to that you can come hang out with me at the Glendale Barnes & Noble. I have games, I have door prizes, I have all kinds of fun stuff planned. So, and the same for all the things that I'm doing and places I'm appearing. I've got some fun stuff planned for you guys. So anyway, looking forward to that and to maybe seeing some of you when I do my book tour. Now, let's see here. I make my list as always so I don't forget anything. Oh, yes. I wanted to share just a couple of travel trips with you guys. One of them, some of you probably already are aware of, but with flying the way it is, these days, if you are going on any kind of a trip, cruise, whatever, you want to fly in the day before. And here's the reason why, because your flight could get very, very delayed. Oh my gosh. Poor May and her husband, they said, oh, we'll pick you up at the airport when you come in. And we were going to take them out to dinner. I had all these big plans. And our flight was delayed. How many hours was it?
6.
6 hours. And so needless to say, we did not get in until really late. And those poor guys had to stay up till the wee hours just to come and pick us up at the airport. And so when you're planning these things, now, if you do travel through the cruise, I understand that they will make sure you get to the boat. If you book your own travel and you miss the boat, well, you miss the boat and you got to figure out how you're going to get there. So that's not good. Also, the same thing when you are doing excursions, which is why the cruises encourage you to do their sponsored excursions. But I think when you're doing these small drive around town things, if you do those early enough, there's not a problem. Our guy was so conscientious and so sweet, and we just fell in love with him. He was great, took us everywhere, and we had such adventures. That was the other thing I liked, though. Didn't you like the thing where we're at the airport where the plane flew in? You want to tell them about that?
Oh, on San Martin, on the Dutch side, you can stand on the beach, and right in front of the beach is the landing strip for the airport, and the planes come over not too many feet above your head to land.
Yeah.
And then when they fly off again, they circle around, and you're right behind the engines as they're roaring, and they tell you to stay back because actually one person got killed once from being thrown over when a plane was revving to take off. So anyway, interesting experience.
Yes, she fell and hit her head, I think, on concrete. I think they've since made some barriers and to make sure that doesn't happen again to people. But I was standing there on the beach and it was like being in a sandstorm. I wound up turning around and just going, "Ah, I don't want to look." So that was pretty exciting. But it was quite an adventure, quite fun. And if you've never been on a cruise, it's not for everyone. Some people worry about getting seasick. Most of these boats are so stable and stabilized that the chances of that are really low. Take your Dramamine at night so you'll sleep well and you should be good to go. The other thing we learned though, remember about where our room was situated?
Yeah, so if you take a cruise, we found this, I'm not going to mention cruise lines, but we found this on 3 different cruise lines. You don't want to be right below the restaurant level, which is usually like on level 15, so 16. So
Yeah.
you don't want to be on level 15 because when they start cleaning up overnight, they'll be dragging chairs and tables around over your head. We did request a different room when we did one of the cruises, and they gave it to us. And
Huge
then,
upgrade.
yeah, and then we kind of learned our lesson. Then don't get a room right under the restaurant area, which is
Or
really
the bar.
quite big and includes the bar. So go below that unless you want to be up half the night with people dragging chairs around above you.
Yeah, and our lady, I mean, when we booked this with the cruise lady, we're like, okay, we don't want to be under blah, blah, blah. And she said, well, this closes down at night, so it shouldn't be a problem. Well, it did close down at night, but at some point at night, they're in there cleaning and they're dragging chairs around, or they're up with the birds dragging chairs around and people are coming. And so, yeah, that's a lesson we learned the hard way. My big advice is get a balcony. And my preference is at the back of the boat. They're bigger and you're not underneath anything except for maybe another person. And as long as they don't have a baby elephant in the room with them, you should be fine. But that's just kind of a thing. And the balcony thing, I know a lot of people say, well, you never spent any time in your room. Just get one of the down below. And guys, that is more affordable. But one of our friends got stuck. Remember way back when COVID was starting and the cruise ship that nobody wanted it to dock because it was like, a germ ship. And she happened to be on that ship. And she was with some friends and they had booked one of the down below no deck rooms because you never spend any time in your room. Well, guess what? Because of the worry about spreading these germs, they spent a lot of time in their room. In fact, they were allowed out, I think, twice a day to walk in the hall, and that was it. And I thought, oh my gosh, I want to at least be able to get air and see something. So for me, it's like I would rather save some extra pennies and have access to fresh air. So those are just some thoughts for us. The other final tip, whenever you're traveling to a foreign country, always you mostly want to have your charge card because that's, if somebody tries to steal it, you can get that fixed. But also take a little bit of cash because you will often find these open air markets and the people there are local artisans and craftsmen, and a lot of them aren't set up to take charge cards. And especially on some of these islands, they're really scrambling to make a buck and they can't afford to pay that extra charge card fee. And you can get some really lovely things, but you got to have the cash. So either that or plan to go to the cash machine. I think it's better to just have a little cash in your shoe and you're good to go. So those are our travel tips. And well, like I said, one of my favorite things on the boat was all the fun and games and parties and playing. And we did a lot of trivia. I dragged Gerhardt to a lot of trivia games with me. And so I have a few. Some are from our boat and some are just from ones I scrounged from other boats. And we're going to see how well you guys do. Now, let me tell you, don't post your answer. Do not post your answer. Does everybody have that? Grab your pencil and pen, pencil, paper, whatever, and you're going to write these down. At the end, we're going to find out who got the most, and I'll tell you the answers. But don't erp up your answer because that irritates everybody else, and we're going to see who got the most. And if you're spilling out the answers, everybody's going to be very not happy with you. So we want everybody to be happy with everybody. So we're going to do this little trivia quiz and see how much you know. And Gerhardt, I have not coached him ahead of time. I said, do you want to cheat and see the answers? He's like, no, I'm going to do this on my own. So we'll see how well my other half does with his trivia. Of course, at this point in life, with as much as we've done, we've forgotten more than most people ever know. But so that's going to be his excuse because he's really super smart. And he's just forgotten more than most of us know. So how's that for a good excuse? Did that help?
Sure, that works.
Okay, so here's question number 1. Again, guys, write your own answer, but don't post it here because at the end we will do a tally and we'll see who got the most answers. And then someone will win, as Gerhardt showed you, our life-changing prize of the recipe card. And it does have I love this recipe that comes with. It's for my famous pina colada shortbread. And it kind of goes with the book because when you're having a book club meeting, you usually have drinks and food and stuff. So there you go. Don't show too much. We don't give away the recipe.
Oh,
it's top secret unless you get a recipe card. All right, so here we go. You all ready? Here is our first question. What is the world's largest mammal? What is the world's largest mammal? Gerhardt is thinking. We'll see if he knows when it's time for the answers. We had this on the boat. Maybe you weren't in that quiz with me, though. Here's another one. And I'm sure my husband knows this one because he used to play chess. What is the name of the chess piece that can only move diagonally? I got this confused with another one that kind of goes, but that wasn't it. Okay, number 3. Best known for his quest for a healthy male heir, how many wives did Henry VIII have? It really wasn't a good thing to be a wife of Henry VIII because you could lose your head. You lose your head over that man. Anyway, so that's number 3. Number 4, you would weigh 2.5 times more on this planet than you do on Earth. Which planet on our solar system is it? Which planet in our solar system is it where you would weigh 2.5 times more than you do here on Earth? Okay.
They can't look up the answers.
Yeah, no looking up the answers. No peeky. I think some people were trying to cheat and look up answers on the cruise ship, but you had to be really fast. All right, so number 5. Which animal has the longest tail? I thought I had that one, and I was wrong. I was really surprised by the answer. You probably will be too. Hi, Barb. Where are you coming in from? Tell us where you're coming from. Same with Sandra. Oh, okay. So be sure and holler in where you come from. South Carolina. Woohoo! All right. What did I just do? That was the longest tail animal. Okay, number 6. In what year did Columbus discover North America? Now, we should all know that one in our sleep. There was that little poem we used to say, so we'd remember. And when they had that on the trivia thing, I thought, well, what a simple answer. But I realized, oh, yeah, people from all over the country are on this cruise ship. And not everybody, not somebody from England or Sweden is going to know when Columbus discovered America. But hopefully all of you do. Okay, number 7. The 3-toed Bradipus tydactylus. Bradipus tydactylus is also known as what? The 3-toed Bradipus tydactylus is also known as what? That was one of our questions on the ship. If you were with me in that particular trivia game, I'm expecting you to have that answer right. Okay, number 8. What Southeast Asian country is known as the land of 1,000 smiles? The people are very happy and smiley there. What Southeast Asian country is known as the land of 1,000 smiles? I'll give you a clue. It's not America because we're not Southeast Asia. Okay. Established in 1692, what was the original name of New York City? It was taken from the former capital of early settlers in another country. They came here to the U.S. They came here to the U.S. from a European country, and they gave New York this name that is not its name now. I'm not sure why it got a name change. I don't know what that was about. But what was New York's original name by its first early settlers? Number 10. Now, again, this is what I'm expecting you guys are all going to get. The signing of the United States Declaration of Independence from Great Britain occurred in what year in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? Do you know that? Don't answer.
We'll find out.
Okay. Number 11. In what country were the modern Olympics restarted? In 1896 by, you're going to have to help me with this French pronunciation. I took Spanish. Baron Pierre de Coubertin, after 1,500 years of being banned. So the Olympics were banned for 1,500 years, and then along came this French Baron dude, and he got them restarted. So, what country did he restart them in? Okay, now here's one that maybe my husband will know. This is pathetic. I was a music major. I played the piano. I don't know how many keys are on a grand piano. Maybe some of you do. How many keys are on a grand piano? A standard grand piano. We're not talking about electric keyboards or anything. We're talking about standard grand piano. How many keys? Okay, we got somebody coming from Mackinac. Woohoo! All right. Royal Oak, Michigan. Oh, what a cool name that is. And hi, Illinois. Hi, Elizabeth. Sacramento. Hi, Leslie. Okay, now here we're down to our last question. What does SCUBA, SCUBA, stand for? Those are initials, and we all hear about scuba divers, but what does SCUBA stand for? SCUBA. What does it stand for? Okay, so we'll see how many of you got these right. So back to number 1. What is the world's largest mammal? What do you think it is?
Well, I think it's going to be some type of a whale.
Very good. I would give that to you.
Okay.
It's the blue whale.
Oh.
Baby blue. Okay, so blue whale is the world's largest mammal. Okay, how about this one? What's the name of the chess piece that can only move diagonally on the chessboard?
Bishop.
Ah, you're right. I thought it was the knight, but he kind of does an L, doesn't he? He can move like an L. That's very impressive. So any of you chess players, you probably got that one right. All right, so there's the bishop. Okay, good old Henry VIII. How many wives did he have? Those poor women. It was not a good thing to be the wife of Henry VIII. What's your guess?
4 is my guess.
Go up.
6.
Very good. 6. 6 lucky winners. I would not have been wanting to marry Henry VIII. And of course, as many of you know, Anne Boleyn was one of his wives, and Queen Elizabeth was her daughter, wound up being the Queen of England for a very, very, very long time. Okay, where is the planet? What's the planet where we're going to weigh 2.5 times more than we do here? Oh man, I wouldn't want to be on that. I already have enough of a struggle with my weight on Earth. What planet is it?
My guess is Jupiter.
You are so smart. Okay, anybody out there smart? Did you guys get that one? I would never have guessed that. I have no idea. That good old Jupiter. If you're dieting, don't go to Jupiter because you'll get really discouraged. Okay, which animal has the longest tail? I know it's not. Which animal has the longest tail?
Are you waiting for me?
Mm-hmm.
We had that one, and I remember the giraffe.
Yes, the giraffe. See, I'm thinking of tails as just kind of coming out your hind quarter, but when you think about how long the giraffe is, that's a long tail. So the giraffe is the animal with the longest tail. Okay, everybody should have gotten this one. What year did Columbus discover North America?
1492.
Columbus sailed the ocean blue. How many of you had to do that little ditty to learn that one? That was a good one. Hi to Pam, who's joining us. Those of you who are coming in late, this will still be up and around for you to watch all of it later. So no worries if you couldn't make it right on time. All right, this was one we had too. The three-toed bradipus, it's hard to tridactylus, is also known as what?
A sloth.
Very good. The clue when they were giving that to us was the three-toe thing. Oh yeah, the three-toed sloth. So if you said three-toed sloth, that was the answer to that question. Okay. Now, what is the country that's known as the land of 1,000 smiles? Southeast Asia. I wouldn't even know Southeast for now. My geography is so bad.
Thailand.
He got it. Oh my goodness.
That's a guess.
That was a good guess. Did anybody else out there guess Thailand? We shall find out.
So there are only 1,000 people there?
I guess only 1,000 of them are smiling. I don't know. Oh, good question. Okay. Established in 1692. What was the original name for New York City?
New Amsterdam.
How do you know this stuff?
Just a lifetime of knowledge. Useful, not useless.
Well, it's kind of useful knowledge. Oh, Tanya said she guessed Thailand. Definite, but it was a guess. Okay. We got to be careful. We're jiggling our table. We get all excited and we kick the table, including me. Okay, so the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Guys, we all should have had that one. All us U.S. peeps should have had that, right? So,
1776.
Yes. I hope you all got 1776. If not, we're going to tell you go back to school for a while and let's get that embedded in our heads. I know you all got that one. Okay, in what country were the modern Olympics, I can't talk to you, Olympics, restarted in 1896?
France?
No, in Greece.
Oh,
Kind of
Greece.
full circle, because weren't the originals either in Greece or Rome, right? I think they were originally in Greece.
Yeah.
So we just started them again in Greece.
Okay.
All right. So there's some information that you will really want to know if you're on a cruise ship playing trivia. All right. So anyway, all right. How many notes are there in a standard grand piano?
88.
How do you know this stuff? What did you count them? How do you know that stuff? Oh my gosh.
I'm a concert pianist.
Unbelievable. Oh, good grief. Well, I was not the world's best music major. I guess I should have known that. Okay, last one. What does SCUBA stand for? Scuba. What does that stand for?
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Very good. Did you remember that one from the trivia games?
No, I just knew that.
You just knew that? I remembered that from the trivia games. Oh my goodness. You know, if we had been as good playing trivia as we are today, we would have won one of those life-changing prizes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which were pretty lame, but it was fun. Anyway, so guys, who got all 13 right? Now is the time where you can start bragging. Tell us how many of the trivia questions that you got right. And we'll see if anybody here has won a life-changing prize. I'm going to let Gerhardt make notes. We'll see who posts. Here's a pen, and I'm watching to see 5. We have 7. Do we have 13? Yeah, keep posting what you got. We have 7. We have 5. Boy, these must have been hard. Oh, 9. Melanie Borelli right now has 9. Let's write Melanie. Oops. Ann Boynton got 11. Ann Boynton, 11. We're writing fast. Ann Boynton got 11. Amy Akari got 11. Anybody got 12 or 13? Whoa, oh, not even 13. She's not telling how many she got. May got 2. So you could have played more trivia with us. 7. So far we have our 2 high ones. We'll look for, see if we got one more. I'm waiting to see if anybody else rings in. Right now it looks like Anne and Amy are going to be getting recipe cards.
We had another 10 up there. We'll check.
Okay, we'll check later. So for sure, Amy and Amy, I'm pretty sure, I'm positive I have your mailing address somewhere, but message it to me anyway, because I lose stuff. So you two ladies, right now, get on there and message me here on the Facebook page, message me your mailing address so we can stick your life-changing prizes in the mail to you.
Do you want it public?
No, yeah, don't put it public. Message me, because we don't want somebody getting your mailing address and, you know, finding out where you live. That we want to keep that top secret. So Leslie has a 10.
There's another 10.
10. We've had 11. Okay, is that it? We're going to give it 10 to Barb Ackerman. Barb Ackerman, then. Gerhardt says you get a prize. So message me. Oh, Barbara said Leslie was a 10. I can't keep track. Leslie 10. Leslie, I'm hoping you'll make it to the California party, but message me your, or somebody, John thinks somebody had 13 way back. If somebody had 13, please say again or message me and we will get you, if you got all 13, you get a big pat on the head. Okay, but so far we have, who do we have? We have Anne, Amy. I think Barb said somebody had. Where'd she go? I lost you. I think Barb said Leslie had, right? Let me go back in the comments and see if I can find. It's quite an interesting challenge. Leslie had 10.
Okay, Leslie who?
Leslie, where'd she go? Leslie Henning. Did I remember your last name right? I get very lost. There are so many of you, and my poor little brain cells have trouble keeping up. Okay, that's good. Okay, so if you got more, if you got 13, then message me and say, hey, I got 13 and you missed me. So, but those are the ones I want you guys to message me, and Gerhardt will be sending you your little game prize, your fabulous prize. And then we're also tonight, when we're done, I may make Gerhardt do this, but because I have to rush off to my book club. But we are going to be picking 5 winners to win our fun little gifties that we picked up on our travels. I think those are so cute. So if you're dying for a bottle opener keychain or from those cute keychains, you're going to just really love these. So say, hey, put me in the drawing for the keychain or the keychain bottle opener. And that way we can pick one of those names. So now I think I have some more things to tell you here. I think, oh yeah, just a last word. I think I mentioned earlier, don't forget we have added one more stop on the book tour. That won't be until June 15th, but that Saturday, June 15th at 4 p.m., I'm going to be at the Barnes & Noble in Glendale. So I'm hoping some of my California girls can come to that. And that would be a great fun thing to do. Be sure you check out the schedule. Message me if you think you're going to be hanging out there and seeing me, because I want to have a chance to yak with you. We'll have all kinds of goodies along. There's always a door prize to be had, party favors. So if you didn't want a SAP card here, or you aren't in a book club that's receiving it, if you show up at one of the book signings, you will get one. And I think a couple of those are ones where you actually have to reserve. I think, I can't remember off the top of my head which ones are. So if there's one in your area and you want to go, check out that bookstore and find out if you have to actually make a reservation or sign up or whatever. And the book, so if you can't join me with the book tour, if you haven't pre-ordered yet, here we are. This is the time. And that first week of sales, I know I've told you guys this before, there's a reason authors are, please pre-order my book, because that helps us make bestseller lists. And you guys, I've made a lot of lists, but I've never made the cherry on top of the cupcake, which is the New York Times. And I'm hoping maybe this will be the book that I'll do it with some help from you guys. So if I do, you'll hear me squealing all over the place. The book is going to be featured, I believe it's in May, in Women's World Magazine. It's going to be one of their book picks, and their book club is going to be doing it. So I'm very excited about that. So lots of fun stuff. I'm very excited for all the fun we have ahead of us in May, and always excited to hang with you guys. And we'll be doing some more things as we move along. I'm sure we'll want to do something to celebrate, maybe early celebrate Mother's Day or post Mother's Day or something. We may not do the book birthday party because little Sheila and Gerhardt will be on the road. We will be at the Poison Pen bookstore in Scottsdale, Arizona on May 5th. And then we'll be, I forget, we'll be on the 7th, another place. So usually we do our book birthday party on the day the book releases, but we'll be on the road. We might do some fun reels along the way for you guys and show you some sights. So I hope you'll hang with us for that. And I hope that maybe if you consider your cruise, that you'll go ahead and take the leap, and they are a lot of fun to do and really a good time. And also remember to pack light enough that you save room for goodies and souvenirs. And if you really want to pack light, save all your worn out undies and pack those and throw them away as you go. Someone I know, who shall remain nameless, did that. So we got extra room on our luggage. Who would do that? Oh, I'm sure the cabin steward thought, these poor people, they can't even afford underwear. But anyway, just another little travel tip for you, courtesy of us. And I hope you guys had fun tonight. I hope whatever your plans are for the summer, that they'll be great. I'll try and remember to get this recipe posted for my fabulous pineapple make it in a mug cake. Only takes 2 minutes in the microwave, so you can get your cake fix really quickly. And there'll probably be another special cake recipe in the main newsletter, and all kinds of other tips. So if you haven't ever signed up for the newsletter, go over to my Sheila's Place website and make sure you're signed up. I think that's it. Can you think of anything else we need to say?
No.
Other than bon voyage. And thanks for joining us, guys. And don't forget to post back either later tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. We'll be picking our winners for our little gifties that we got for you guys. And so make sure that you check for that. Okay. And thanks for joining us. And we will see you all soon. Bye.